Good afternoon. I'm Sally Manke, and I'm here today to share with you the beginning of my second year as an ambassador for Island Batik. We received, that is the Island Batik Ambassadors received 2 fun boxes to work with for this first 6 months and the rest of the year, and I'm here to show you what was in those boxes today. One of the boxes was completely separate. It's from industry partner Accuquilt, and this box I'm going to just get opened here and show you what was in this box. They have sent us the board that is used on top of each of the dies and a large cutting die that goes in the Go Cutter, and whoops, sorry for the reflection there. This particular one is to cut 2.5-inch strips, or to make your own jelly rolls or quilts that need 2.5-inch strips. Put some of these things behind me as we go here. The next thing in the box was a quilt in the day. Who doesn't love Eleanor Burns? And this is just filled with projects that use the Go Cutter Cube program, and also an instruction booklet, which I'm going to need to delve into just a bit further. If you happen to be using or thinking about an Accuquilt cutter, there's an app that you can use on your phone or iPad to help you with some of those details. Let's see, there's a bit of packing here I need to unveil, and this large and rather heavy item is an actual Go Cutter. So let's see if we can get this undone here and pulled out of its pretty green bag, which will make it great for taking to retreats, or I do quite a bit of teaching, and if I need to take this along, I've got a bag to tote it in. But I'm not sure that I'm going to get it undone here. So one more second. There, I think that's going to take care of it. Okay. I'm going to just slide the big box off my table here so we have a little more room to unveil this cutter. And this you use dies and just roll it through, and it's super accurate, gives you little corners that you can match up, and is a great asset for anyone who wants to cut quickly, who might have any shoulder or arm issues with using a rotary cutter, or any one who wants to add to the accuracy when they're making quilts. One more item in that box. And that's the Go Cube, and it is a mix and match 8-inch blocks, and these go with the Eleanor Burns book where you can do scrappy quilts or one-color quilts, and I'm looking forward. I have a baby quilt in mind that I'm going to be working on that with. So let's move on to the other box, which is big. I'm going to need to get this one laid down here, I think, so that I can actually show you some items from that box. This box has items that are from other industry partners, Aurifil Threads and Hobbs Batting, in addition to the Island Batik fabrics. So in this box there's a rayon fabric, which works great for any type of clothing. This pretty purple and pink butterfly print would make a great summer skirt, and I'm thinking. And it's a 2-yard package, and it just really is very comfortable for any kind of summer wear. The other item that I'm sure you've seen in your local quilt shop are the Island Batik scarves, and it looks like I've got one that's kind of an animal print here. Very pretty. Let's see what else we can dig out of our little box here. Here's an array of Aurifil threads in various weights that look like they're going to go really well with the colors that I've received. In various colors, various weights, and the heavier ones, which this Pretty Aqua is really popular right now for any kind of hand stitching that we're seeing a lot of quilts using. Okay, looks like here is a layer cake. This one's called Crystal Ball, and it looks like there's mostly lavenders but some blues and aquas in that box, and it came with some additional yardage so that there could be a nice size quilt made out of this. There's 2 yards of light and 2 yards of dark to go with this 10-inch pack, so that should be fun. The next one is called Batik Foundations, and this is 8 half-yard cuts. And oftentimes we think of foundations as very plain colors, but these are not. They have lovely prints, great combination of color here, and we're going to be using these on our challenges throughout the year. We do 1 challenge per month, and you can follow those on the Island Batik website or Facebook page, or my website or Facebook page. There's also some very useful, there's a gray, a white, and a black, and it looks like we have 3 yards of each. And these fabrics are the same type of fabric that comes from Island Batik, which means that it's the very tightly woven, the very fine, just drapes really nicely. And this works really good in any kind of a modern quilt. We can use it on quilt backings, borders, anywhere where we need to just maybe separate some of the colors that we have. Let's see what's next. Oh, there's 2 packages of 5-inch rolls, and so these are rolls, little rolls of strips, and each package has 5 rolls in it. Each roll has a 5-inch strip of 4 different colors, and I added that up last year when we received these, and I think that's like a total of 100 inches of really pretty batik colors. So those should be fun to work into our planning. The next piece is a 5-yard piece of natural yardage, and I should have worn my glasses for this. Oh dear. Oh, it's just called Naturals. It kind of has a bluey shade to it, work really well for skies or rivers if you're working in art quilts, which is my thing. Let's see. Oh, there's 2 packages that are wrapped, and on each of these packages it says surprise. So until I unwrap this is a surprise to me too, but I can't unwrap it for you. These 2 packages will be the challenge that we work on for the August blog hop, and these will then be released to the public, and there'll be patterns and quilt ideas to go with those. So I'm eager to tear into those and find out what's there. The rest of this box looks like it's filled with Hobbs Batting of all types and kinds. This one is Thermore. I had never used this until I became Island Batik Ambassador last year, and I love this. It's actually designed to put in clothing so that it's lightweight, super washable, very comfortable in any of the quilted clothing or apparel that you might make, but I also love it for tiny art quilts. It just works super well. Okay, let's see what's next. This is a Hobbs heirloom batting. It's an 80/20, and this is the bleached one, which is super white, so that if you're using that stark white in your quilt, this one works really well behind it because there's nothing that shows through. And speaking of using different shades in quilts, here's another Hobbs heirloom 80/20, and this one's a queen size in black. And that works super well if you're working on dark colors. Then you don't get any of that bearding of white coming through on your dark colors when you go to quilt it. That's another real favorite of mine. And then there's another, this is the natural cotton Hobbs heirloom again, and this one's in the natural. It's unbleached, and it's just natural, which we see a lot of our battings for everyday use. And there's one more crib size, and remember that crib quilt I talked about before? This will work just ideally for that. And there's one more. Oh, I see something else in the bottom of my box. This one is, I have never used, and I'm excited to have it. It's the Hobbs Tuscany collection. I love their wool. Works super well to keep any kind of a wrinkle out if you're doing any show quilts. But this one is silk, and I have not had the opportunity to use this one yet. This appears to be a throw size of 60/60, and I know I'll put that to good use. Give me a minute while I dive in the bottom of this box. And it's an Island Batik Ambassador pin. And I know that previous Island Batik ambassadors had asked for these last year, and it looks like Island Batik was listening, because we have 3 of those that we can wear when we're out teaching, doing trunk shows, or just at a show. Well, that's all I have to show you right now. That's what was in my box. I'd love to have you follow me at Sally Manke Fiber Artist on Facebook, or just sallymanke.com on my website. Thank you.